Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I created this colorful cut crease with a soft sparkle. So if you want to see how I created this, then keep on watching. The first eyeshadow that I'm going in with is called Simply Marlena and it's by Makeup Geek. I'm going to use this shade to create my cut crease line. It's not a very dark shade. I also like to use a black eyeshadow shade or a very dark brown shade whenever I use a cut crease. But today I want a softer effect. And I've done a similar look like this, and I also use this shade as my base. And I'm going to use a light pink shade from the Morphe 35B eye palette. You can also use a light pink blush if you don't have a pink eyeshadow. But I just wanted to use this eyeshadow shade because it's very light and I don't own a blush like this. It's always a little bit darker. Now I'm going to use this blush by Natasha Denona. I will link the name down in the description bar. It's slightly darker than the shade in the Morphe 35B eye palette. So I'm going to use this as my middle shade. So I have the Simply Marlena shade, I have the light pink shade from the Morphe palette, and I have this shade. So I'm going to try to mix those shades together and build them up in my crease to get the perfect transition. Now I'm going back in with the Simply Marlena eyeshadow and I'm using my Morphe M506 brush and I'm going straight again over the line. And this is just to intensify it because I didn't find it dark enough. So that's why I'm going over the line once again. And always when I go in with a darker shade, I make sure to go in with a lighter shade afterwards to make sure that it doesn't look very harsh. So now I'm going back in with that blush from Natasha Denona and I'm going to blend that out. So I'm basically applying the blush shade right on top of the Simply Marlena eyeshadow. This will make it look more soft, and don't be scared to apply lighter shades right on top of darker shades. It will just make it look more soft, and if you find it too soft you can just go back in with a darker shade to make it more intense. Now I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in their lightest shade. I believe it's the NC15. I'm going to apply this all over the eyelid, and also I'm going to carefully apply this right underneath the crease line that I created to make it look very sharp and clean. It will just leave us with a blank canvas on the eyelid. Which comes in very handy because when you go in with eyeshadows later on, you just have a new blank space and the eyeshadows will pop out a little bit more because your eyelid will look lighter than it normally does. So now I'm going to use the shade Ice Queen all over it to make sure that it stays in place, because my eyelid moves a lot, it will crease, so I need to set it with a powder. And for this I'm using my favorite brush by MAC, it's called the 242 brush. Now I'm going to use Reflects Gold. This is a glitter from MAC and it's amazing. Everyone is talking about the glitter from MAC, which is called Reflects Pearl, I believe. It's not available anymore. You can buy it on eBay for a big amount of money, which is insane. I think this shade is just as perfect, so just get your hands on this one. Now I'm going in with Dragonfly by Makeup Geek. I'm going to use my flat definer brush by Sigma to press this right underneath the lower lash line. And like I said in my previous video, this is a perfect brush for applying shades underneath the lower lash line. Now I'm going in with Makeup Geek Shorting eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this shade to blend out that Dragonfly eyeshadow. And for this I'm using a very tiny blending brush. Now the last eyeshadow that I'm going to use is Ice Queen by Makeup Geek. And I'm going to pop this in the inner corner of my eye. I like to use my MAC Fix Plus on my brush to make this look more intense. Now I'm going to pop on some lashes, and I'm using lashes from my own lash company. And this is the style Fluffy. It's an amazing style. It is intense, but it does look very nice. So yes, this is already the end of the tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you want to get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And yes, I just hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!